Beneath the Himalayas is the hill country of the Rais and Limbus, Gurungs and Magars, the tribes of Mongolian origin from which the Gurkhas come. "5 o'clock on a February morning, the British Army Gurkha camp at Dharan in East Nepal. 600 potential recruits come in from the hills. Some have walked for 10 days from villages deep in the Himalayas. For most, this is the first time they have ever left home. Passes issued in the hills are checked by the retired Gurkha officers who run the recruiting. These boys have been shortlisted from 20 times their number. Former Gurkha soldiers living in the hills have made a preliminary selection and brought their groups down for the final judgment of the regiments. The potential soldiers are known only by numbers for the duration of the recruiting. This lessens the chance of tribal or family favoritism.
Namaste. मेरा नाम McAllister हो, Major McAllister. Mo Ramoya Papa Patiko Diaro Sapo. The Pinaro Aile Yan Paradin Sama Pasto. Rateti Belama Hami Dere John Charogalso. Timele Afno Kushile Ayo. Tiaskran Afno Kushile Puni Janosatsa. Aile Chaso Taste Jonasa. Tarahami Duiso Onasi Jana Matre, British Army Kolagi Chanson. Tiaskran Deri Jana Felgatsa. Timihara Aile Sari Koshish Ganovatsa.
But recruits must weigh at least 7.5 stone and be over 5'2" tall.
140.
18 is the minimum age, but
Puramotipar, Sarvat. अच्छा सीधा बस
अमित बहादुर राई
तिम्रो नाम क्या हो
अमित बहादुर राई
सीधा बस सही पद्दु गर्दाखेरि जोडले दुर्नु अनि होल्ट जाने भयो भन्छु त्यहाँ थामिएर आउँदाखेरि माथि हेर्नु र हात हिलाएर टक 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 आउनु है
later, in the camp hospital, there will be as tough a medical as for any other unit in the British Army. The recruiting officers do the basic physical checks.
Knee 3, feet 2, running 2, marching 2. Count point 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 34, B grade. Thank you.
The British Army fitness test. A 1.5-mile jog, followed by a 1.5-mile race. Are driven by the knowledge that the reward for success is a chance to see the world, to secure an income, and the prestige that goes with being a British soldier. Many are hoping for a place in the regiments in which their fathers and grandfathers served. They know that if they are selected, then when they come back to Nepal, they will be respected as men who have a knowledge of things which those who remain behind will never have. If they fail now, they may never get another chance. All 600 potential recruits have 2 interviews with British officers.
दाजु एउटा हुनुहुन्छ साहब अनि बहिनी 2 बहिनी हुनुहुन्छ
अब आफ्नो मान्छे कसैले नोकरी गर्दै छ कि गर्दैन
नौकरी हालमा गरेको मामा छ साहब
अनि दाजु भाइहरु छ
छैन साहब मामा काका थियो उहाँ अहिले पेन्सनमा आइसक्नु भएको छ साहब
The boys are naturally competitive, but the army needs men who can also work together as a team. And they want men who are naturally resilient. Murder ball, no rules football, shows up the boys who enjoy being in the thick of the action. The recruiting officers look for those qualities that have made the Gurkha soldier famous. The brigade needs tough men who can endure hardship, but more than physical toughness will be the deciding factor. There will be some very disappointed young men at tomorrow's final selection parade. The announcement of the final selection.
Aile malai ramrasonos. Aile. Mo tamain haroko nam ra number sonanso. Ani tate balema sonera yamati janopatsa. Aile yo manchiaro hamro British Army Co Brigade of Gurkhas ma yor sal party gano saksa. Egara Charles Panaprasad Bakim Limbo.
Today's recruits are going to have a lot of modern technology and equipment to contend with. Those that are being selected are likely to be done well in education and intelligence tests, as well as having scored good points in the physical competitions. This is a moment the successful candidates will always remember. There is little the recruiting officer can say to console those who have not been selected. They leave behind the new intake for the British Brigade of Gurkhas.
हाम्रो विचारमा तिमीहरू सिपाहीका लागि हाम्रो ब्रिटिश फौजमा लायकै छ तर पनि अब तिम्रो काम सुरु मात्रै भयो अनि त्यो याद गर्नु पर्यो यहाँदेखि हङकङ सिङ्गापुरमा जाने छ अनि ट्रेनिङ सुरु गर्ने छ अनि त्यो ट्रेनिङ त साह्रो हुन्छ अनि त्यो सकेपछि मात्रै पक्का सिपाही नै हुन्छ
There are 6 busy days before the recruits leave for Hong Kong.
भित्र घुसार्ने अब यसरी सबैले घुसारेको घुसारेर स्याट टोपी के अरे टिकट माथि ताने
Some elementary drill.
Forward! Left, right, left!
At tomorrow's allegiance parade, the regimental priest is not going to want to see these recruits making fools of themselves.
हजुर महारानी र अरु तिनका अधिकारीहरूको नोकरी दिउला गरौँला सेवा गरौँला ब्रिटिस सरकारको सेनामा रही वाचा बन्धन गर्छु
The moment these Nepalese recruits swear allegiance to the British Queen and put their hand on the Union Jack, they will have achieved a lifetime's ambition.
Check left right right on ready slow up way Sunday chop down Sunday chop up ready slow up way right hut left right left right left left left
It's the night before departure for Kathmandu and Hong Kong. The new recruits celebrate by dressing up and dancing the village dances. Most of the recruits, brought up on hill farms, many days' walk from the nearest road, have never seen their own capital. The plane for Hong Kong doesn't leave until tonight. There is time to explore the temples and palaces of Kathmandu. These monuments were built centuries ago by the kings of the Kathmandu Valley before the Gurkhas united Nepal. Nepal is a Hindu kingdom. The temple at Pashupatinath is the most sacred of all Nepalese shrines to the Hindu god Shiva. Destroyer and creator, Shiva is at once the end of things and the beginning of the new. A fitting god for new recruits to pray to on their last day in Nepal. Bhairab, destroyer of evil and ignorance. Vermilion powder, offered to the god and pressed on foreheads, is a mark of the presence of the divine, and it brings good luck to travelers. Bhairab is also god of the sky.
नेपालमा त्यस्तो छैन यहाँ आउँदा फेरि एक्कास झिलिमिल लाग्यो डुल्ने मौका पाछन् उल्टीहरूले पछि पाइन्छ भन्नु.
The recruits are here at the Brigade of Gurkhas training depot for 9 months, twice as long as British recruits spend on basic training. But then the Gurkhas start from the very beginning.
Am I a Gurkha?
Yes, you are.
Am I a Chinese?
No, you are not.
Am I an Englishman?
No, you are not.
Are you recruits?
It will be a busy 9 months training for the recruits till the day they join the regiments. In the old army of India, there were 10 regiments of Gurkhas, but Nepal had never been part of the empire. Many Gurkhas wanted to continue their connection with the British Crown after India's independence in 1947. 6 regiments stayed with India, but with Nepal's agreement, it was decided that 4 regiments, now 8,500 men, should be retained by Britain. Today, on completion of their basic training, the recruits are assigned to their chosen regiments. They may be based in Hong Kong, in Britain, or in Brunei. They are likely to see many other countries during their service. The Gurkhas have always been up with the action. Today, there must be some uncertainty about the future of the brigade. Their main base is Hong Kong, which Britain leaves in 1997. But the Gurkhas hope that Britain will still have a place for them for many years to come.